if they can figure out a way to force you into carrying something that lets you enter businesses or lets you do this or lets businesses open, historically, they are not going to give that power up. They find new reasons to use it.
I'll be back.
We have to protect those freedoms at all costs, whether you agree with people's choices or not, because it is the foundation that this country was founded on. Freedom. This idea of freedom, there's so many people that think it's frivolous, it's not important, it's not the main thing that we should be focused on, but it is the literal structure that allows this country to be so amazing. Every single country that's ever existed other than the United States, up until 1776, every country that has ever existed was run by dictators, all of them. This is the first experiment in self-government that actually worked, and it created the greatest superpower the world's ever known. It created the greatest cultural machine, the greatest machine of art and creativity and innovation right in here. And how did it do that? It did it through freedom. And as soon as you see something, anything that comes along and inhibits your freedom, you should be very cautious of that thing. You should be very suspicious, because anything that comes along that can inhibit your freedom is, by definition, anti-American.
Okay, so that video was shared on the Instagram account of Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan, if you're not familiar, is there's what, 7 billion humans. We've decided that's the one we're all gonna listen to, so that's cool for our species. We've lifted him up as our thought leader. It's always been a great idea, and it's really been working out over the last year or so. But anyway, if you're on the podcast or something, or you're just listening to this, you may not know the imagery that was accompanying that video. It was some very stock like 101 level propaganda. There's literally a shot of a bald eagle, a shot of a lion or whatever. You can't put it in the bald eagle, man. I know what you're doing there. But then also there's things like the yellow star and the Nazis. So once again, this is another, if there's a vaccine mandate, it's the same as being at one of the concentration camps. So obviously I have thoughts. I'm gonna pause. Waz, what did you think of that?
All this for the jab? I mean, come on.
So simple to get the jab. It's so simple.
It just seems so over the top. And I don't recall Joe Rogan jumping in front of the Patriot Act. I don't recall Joe Rogan jumping in front of many of the freedoms and rights to privacy and all of those things that were taken away from us, over the past 20 years, the level of government surveillance, et cetera, et cetera. I don't remember these videos popping up. It's just this vaccine stuff, which is just crazy. And the funny thing too, that people flatter themselves, especially Americans, this idea that we're also rebellious and free. We a docile ass population, man. They don't gotta do any of this stuff to keep us subdued. And we love our TV and reality shows, and we love what we're doing here. Nobody, we're not rising up against no damn machine. It's nonsense. It's you flatter yourself, Joe Rogan, when you talk about Americans. That's just, they're fighting the power. It's bull. It's BS, bro.
We love a marginally better screen on our smartphone and sandwiches where the bread is replaced by chicken. That's what we like. But that doesn't get people riled up. I want to see a lion eating something. That gets you riled up. Now, as people are pointing out, he didn't make the video. But again, I don't care if he didn't make the video. He posted it. He gave his support to this video with his audio and the Nazi imagery and Jewish people being killed during the Holocaust, to say that this is the same. If your right to cough germs on someone is the same as millions of Jews being wiped out during the Holocaust, it's obviously disgusting. It should be below any public figure, let alone one with the following of Joe Rogan. But this is very much in line with his commentary about freedom and how America's based on freedom. Tell that to the slaves. It's such a baby-brained view of American history. But who am I, to comment on this? I don't have a $100 million contract with Spotify.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.